I was playing in a church when I was in the first year at the college. A man came after the concert because it was like several days I was playing different program and including some of my improvisations. He asked me to make a small present to his wife, and he asked me to do something like several preludes with different characters. And I even have some notes where he writes just like kind of ideas of the preludes. My first year in London was very difficult to move. It was totally different, and probably that year was a really transactional, I would say. I was spending a lot of time at home doing some stuff which was not even connected to music, and it was a little bit hard time, I would say. But in terms of the composition, I had the time to do it full time. I spent like nearly months on the preludes. When I compose, I don't use piano. I just go on the table and just hearing and trying to do it like more structural. Because when you do it on piano, it becomes more improvisational, becomes more kind of, more freer. But the thing is, of course, the developments are always hard because you can take some theme and make it really big and bigger. And I think for me, as a character, I like to do a lot of different melodies and themes. The thing is that with me, I just go like in natural flow, so I just feel that I want to write like in this way. In this case, it was just like naturally just came some kind of melody in my head and I just wrote it down, so it was like that. Just to really make some nice, light, warm feelings, It's not just happiness of like a big graduation party or something. Second prelude is more melancholic, more likely sad with tones of nostalgia. It has some elements of a little bit Georgian, some kind of sounds, I would say. It's of course influenced by Rachmaninoff a lot. Third is very likely like a lullaby, I would say. It's very peaceful, it's in a C major and it's like very simple. And probably this is like a very short transition between the preludes and number 2 and number 4. But I think that it's about just simplicity and maybe some kind of friendship. And number 4 is more in French style. It was really interesting to do a little bit different style than the first and 2. It's still, of course, in Romantic period, with elements of maybe Impressionism. Well, in practical way, I would say use pedal in smart way. Second, just create something of yours. I'm always writing minimal things in scores, so you can always do your interpretations. It's always interesting how it sounds from the different side. Make sure you really hear the sound you want to do. It should be really magical, really amazing, because sound-wise is really important for me. As a pianist, sound is one of the most important things for me, so make sure that it's really beautiful.